I'm going to chew you up and spit you out. Game over.
If we don't get Marvel Nemesis 2 as part of this deal, then what's even the point? Anyways, welcome back, True Believers and all you merry Marvelites, to another very exciting Marvel Games related video. Now, even though this might technically be deemed as news, considering that there is a brand new article which goes over some interesting information about this subject matter, we actually already received official confirmation that this deal was going to be happening in a previous article that did release going over the new Iron Man game. Which, in case you missed it, I did go over all that information in a previous Iron Man game video, which I will leave as a link in the description below. But I guess as a way to celebrate the Halloween festivities that did take place yesterday, is that Marvel Games officially announced their brand new partnership that is currently in effect with none other than Electronic Arts. And if you're someone who's been living under a rock, we do know that one of these brand new EA and Marvel games is going to be a completely standalone Iron Man project, which is currently in development by Motive Studios. Where coming from Marvel Games themselves on Twitter, they did go on to state, "We are thrilled to announce a multi-title collaboration between Marvel and EA to develop action-adventure games for consoles and PC. Each game will also be in its own original story set in the Marvel Universe." So not only is this going to be an absolutely amazing time to be a fan of Marvel video games, but this brand new partnership between Marvel and EA is already sharing some similarities between the previous Marvel Games partnership with Square Enix, in which each of the individual Marvel games that are currently in development between Marvel and EA are going to be set in their own original stories in the Marvel Universe, and are not going to take place in one singular shared universe like the MCU. This was already confirmed by Square Enix that both Marvel's Avengers and Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy do not take place within the same universe. And knowing that the same thing is going to be taking place here for Marvel and EA is certainly going to allow for more creative liberties to take place within each individual Marvel game, which in my opinion definitely sounds like a recipe for success. And to follow up with that Marvel Games post, we do have an official press release that came directly from Electronic Arts going over their brand new deal with Marvel Games, where EA went on to describe that today we announced that we will collaborate with Marvel on a long-term deal to develop at least 3 new action-adventure games that will be available for consoles and PC. Each of these games will be their own original stories set in the Marvel Universe, with the first title in development being a single-player, third-person action-adventure Iron Man game coming out of Motive Studios. We have been longtime fans of Marvel and their impressive leadership, so this is a remarkable moment for our developers as well as our players and fans, said by Laura Meal, who is the COO at EA. We look forward to welcoming Marvel into the EA family of creators, and know that this collaboration will produce exceptional experiences for our players. We can't wait to see players' reactions when they suit up as Iron Man, and do the extraordinary things this superhero is known for. And to end things off with another extremely passionate studio quote, is that at Marvel, we strive to find best-in-class teams who can take our characters on heroic journeys in ways they haven't before, and collaborating with Electronic Arts will help us achieve that, said by Jae-young, who is the Executive Vice President at Marvel Games. We pride ourselves on being enthusiastic creative collaborators with developers, so they have the freedom to create something deeply unique and truly remarkable. The team at Motive is getting started on that with their Iron Man video game, and we can't wait for players to learn more in the far future. And sadly, just to reiterate on that last point, is that yes, the Iron Man game developed by Motive is still in the pre-production phase, so it'll likely be a rather long time until we actually see more about that game in action. But on the bright side, it's great to know that alongside of Iron Man, there's currently a total of at least 3 major action-adventure AAA Marvel games currently in development. And while I know that there are some people out there that might be hesitant hesitant towards this news considering that EA is the main publisher behind each of these games. You have to keep in mind that they are not the main developers behind each project. Everything that Motive has said so far about how they're approaching Iron Man gives me the utmost amount of confidence. And considering how well EA has handled things recently with the Star Wars brand like Jedi Fallen Order and the upcoming Jedi Survivor, which are both massive AAA single-player story-focused action-adventure games, I have no doubt that they're going to take that same creative vision and put that as the forefront for each of these Marvel games. In my personal opinion, I believe that the main formula of keeping a game as a single-player, story-driven, third-person and action-adventure title is the best possible way to go about developing any major upcoming AAA superhero game. Games like the Insomniac Spider-Man franchise and even Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy are the best prime examples as to why this formula works so well. And based on everything that was stated within this article, it definitely seems like that both EA and Marvel understand that completely. So while we may have received some duds from Marvel and EA in the past, like some of the Star Wars Battlefront stuff, and even Marvel's Avengers, I definitely think that this brand new deal between Marvel and EA is going to be taking things in the right direction. And I for one just can't wait to see how this turns out. But with all that said, everybody, that's the video I have for you today, and please let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think of this brand new deal between EA and Marvel Games? And besides Marvel's Iron Man, we also know that a rumored Black Panther game might be in development as well, and that another Marvel and EA game already existed with Marvel Nemesis. So my question for all you is, what other Marvel game would you like to see be made from Marvel and EA? Let me know what you think. Be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you did enjoy, and for more Marvel Games videos like this in the future. Thank you all so much for watching, and without further ado, peace out.